Have you ever found yourself stuck in the loop of, did I say the right thing? Or did I make the wrong decision? In today's episode, we're exploring why overthinking keeps high-functioning women stuck, why mindset advice alone isn't enough, and how building real self-trust requires a repeatable process. Plus, I'll share how you can get hands-on guidance in my April 18 workshop to finally quiet that inner critic and start leading yourself with confidence. Come on in, it's time to choose your happy life. Wherever you are, whatever kind of day you're having, this is your reminder. You have a choice. If you're ready to break free from self-doubt and negative thinking, you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Marie, and this is the Choose Happy with Marie podcast. Welcome. Hello, how are you? I hope you're feeling the fresh energy of spring. It's always a reminder that change and growth are possible, even when we might be feeling stuck in our old patterns. Let me ask you something. Have you ever spent, let's say, 5 minutes, or maybe 10 minutes, could even be 15 minutes, replaying a conversation in your head, worrying about what you said or what you should have said? Or maybe you hesitated before sending an email. Maybe you were worried you didn't phrase it the right way, in quotes. If you could see me now, I have quotes in the air. Or maybe you've second-guessed a decision. Could be at work or at home, or you endlessly compared yourself to others. If that's you, I want you to know you are not the only one. This is one of the most common challenges I see in the high-functioning women that I coach. Women who look like they've got it all together on the outside, but are feeling trapped by overthinking in the inside. Last week on the podcast, episode 143, we talked about why self-trust doesn't automatically come with success and why your inner critic keeps showing up. If you missed that episode, I encourage you to listen to it. It sets the stage for what we're exploring today. Today, I want to dive a little deeper. I want to dive into why overthinking happens, why it keeps us stuck, and why real change requires guidance and practice. Not just insight or inspiration. That is just the starting point. You actually have to implement it. We live in a world of overflowing with mindset tips, journaling prompts, affirmations, motivational quotes. And yes, those things can help. And I love all of them. But here's the truth. Information alone doesn't create change in your life. Why not? Because your brain is wired to protect you, to avoid mistakes, and to run on default patterns. You can read a book, listen to a podcast, or repeat affirmations until your heart's content. But if your brain is still following old patterns of doubt and fear, nothing will actually stick. Think about this. How many times have you said to yourself, I know what I should do, but I just can't seem to do it? That gap between insight and action is exactly what keeps overthinking alive. As Martha Beck says in her book, you don't have to know how to do it perfectly. You just have to begin. Change doesn't require perfection. Change requires repetition and guidance. Overthinking often masquerades as being responsible or trying to do your best. But it's really your inner critic running the show. Some examples that might sound familiar And if any of these sound familiar, you can raise your hand. I can't see you, but you can do it. A bit of audience participation here. Here's an example. You spend, let's say, 20 minutes, maybe less, rewriting an email because you're worried it might be interpreted the wrong way. Is that you? You hesitate to ask for help or delegate a task because you're afraid someone will think you're not capable. Maybe that's you. You replay a team meeting over and over, critiquing yourself for what you should have said. Is that you? Or you delay making a decision at home, even in your personal life, wondering if you're making the right choice for your family. I'll share with you a real-life example from a client. I will name her Deborah. She's been struggling with whether to speak up in a work meeting. Every morning, she would rehearse her words in her head, worrying she'd sound unsure or be judged. The more she rehearsed, you know what happened? The less confident she felt, and the more she hesitated to act. Here's the thing. Your inner critic isn't necessarily wrong. It's just operating on old patterns, trying to keep you safe. But safety doesn't equal confidence, and it definitely doesn't equal forward movement in living your happy life. This is exactly why I am so excited. You would have heard my excitement in last week's episode to host How to Quiet Your Inner Critic workshop on April 18. In this small supportive workshop, you'll gain the following. Experience structured guidance. You'll experience that to pause the inner critic in real time. Yes, we'll actually have an example. So you'll come in with something that your inner critic has been standing in your way. There's an obstacle there and you can't seem to move forward from it. So you'll bring that to the workshop. And then you'll learn how to choose aligned action even when your inner critic is present. And then you'll practice this in a safe, encouraging space. You'll be with like-minded women. So super excited about getting us all together. And you'll build confidence and momentum that will last beyond this one session. And this is a live session, and there will be a replay so you can re-listen to it. And if something comes up that you can't make it live, you can still benefit from it. The replay will happen afterwards. You might be thinking, Marie, I know all of these ideas. I do all the reading, the journaling, the listening, so I know all of this. Great. I'm going to ask you this. Are you following through? So if you know all of this insight, you know what you should be doing, can you actually take the next step? This workshop will give you practice, accountability, and space to integrate what you will have learned, all in a real-life scenario that you will bring to the workshop. That's what makes the difference between knowing something and actually following through. A lot of us have difficulty with following through. We want to do something, but we need that commitment to follow through. So when you attend the workshop, you're actually making a commitment to me. And I'm super excited to support you in that way. The workshop's not quite yet. It's in a few days. In the meantime, I have a little invitation of something small that you can do to prep yourself. Notice one moment this week when your mind starts to circle or your inner critic starts chiming in. I invite you to pause and observe. Name it quietly in your mind. Don't try to fix it yet. I just want you to notice. That pause is the first step toward self-trust. It may feel small, but awareness is your doorway to choosing your happy life. Overthinking is normal. Having an inner critic is human. Most of us, if not all of us, have that voice. It's just for some of us, it's louder than others. Change is possible, even in tiny everyday moments. And you don't have to wait to become someone that, I can do it all. You can start right now, just one small intentional step at a time. Remember what author Martha Beck says. You don't have to know how to do it perfectly. You just have to begin. If you want to practice more deeply, join me on April 18, Saturday, April 18, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the workshop. The group is small, supportive, and focused on giving you one real tool to help you move past that obstacle that is standing in your way and to help you build confidence by giving you the platform, the opportunity to decide what you're going to do next on this one thing. I can't wait to see the results from the first group, this group, April 18, and the shifts that happen even after just this one session. All right, then. I am so looking forward to seeing you in a few days. The link in the show notes will have the page where you can sign up. Please do so as soon as possible. And I'm really looking forward to it. So until then, wishing you a wonderful week of noticing, pausing, and leading yourself with confidence. Wishing you a wonderful week choosing happy. Cheers! Thanks for listening to Choose Happy with Marie. If today's episode spoke to you, I would love it if you could share it with a friend or leave a quick review for the show. It helps more women find this kind of support. Remember, you don't have to overhaul your life to start feeling better. You just have to choose happy right where you are, one choose happy choice at a time. I'll see you next time. Take care.